young girls for YWCA, and we just came by to check out the t-shirts that students have made to talk about violence prevention and, you know, sexual abuse and stuff like that. I've never been through any of this stuff, but I know a lot of the girls that we mentor and stuff it really means a lot to them to see this stuff, that other people have gone through some of the stuff that they've been going through.
Be sure to check out upcoming events that the Violence Prevention Office and Men United Against Sexual Assault will be hosting the rest of this month. This has been Sarah Swartz, Summer Steiner, and Khalil Tracombe for WMCM.
Be sure to check out the films being screened by the Violence Prevention Office through the month of April. PolitiFact plans to make politics even more interesting here in La Crosse. Bill Adair, the editor of PolitiFact, will visit campus on Thursday, April 12th at 7 p.m. in the Cameron Hall of Nations in Centennial Hall. PolitiFact, which aims to cut through political rhetoric, is a project operated by the Tampa Bay Times, in which reporters, editors, and media outlets fact-check statements made by politicians. The statements made by politicians and evaluations of the statements are then posted on the website and assigned a truthometer rating. The ratings range from true, statements that are completely factual, to pants on fire for statements that are outright lies. PolitiFact won a Pulitzer Prize in 2009 and has caught the attention of many. The feature gained extra attention during last spring's unrest in Wisconsin state government. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we call Campus Insight. This week, they asked students what kind of April Fool's joke they pulled.
Look for the WMCM crew around campus for a chance to have your opinions heard on next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Murphy Horacek with a review of the movie Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Thanks, Brett. All right, you know it, you love it, and you probably quote it every day since you've seen it. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, is centered around a top-rated news team in 1975 San Francisco, led by the charismatic and extremely popular news anchor Ron Burgundy. Over the course of these 94 minutes of comedic gold, written by Will Ferrell and produced by Judd Apatow, field reporter Brian Fontana, sportscaster Champ Kind, weatherman Brick Tamlin, and of course Mr. Burgundy face rival news teams, gang warfare, angry mobs of San Diegoans, Kodiak Bears, and dog-punting bikers. But most importantly, the team must face a challenge none of them are prepared for: a female co-anchor striving to change the team's hard-partying ways. Before I give away the whole movie, here's the trailer.
There was a time when people believed everything they heard on TV. This was an age when only men were allowed to read the news. And one anchor man was more man than the rest.
Good evening. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter?
Hey, Garth, how's the divorce?
Oh, not so good. I'll probably never see my kids.
Fantastic. I'm not lonely. I'm beloved by everyone in San Diego. You're so wise. You're like a miniature Buddha covered in hair. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your passions?
To be the first female anchor.
And I'd like to be king of Australia. Seriously, you sound like an insane person.
I just got a call from Network, and the decision has been passed down to make Veronica our co-anchor.
No! No! No!
Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
I don't know what we're yelling about! What if just for tonight we weren't co-workers, we were co-people? Oh, I'm storming your castle on my steed, milady.
We should keep it relatively quiet around the station.
Absolutely. I'd also like to share with you that we are currently dating, and that she is quite a handful in the bedroom. Uh-oh. Knights of Columbus, that hurts!
What are you doing on our station's turf, Burgundy?
Come get a taste.
You took a bullet for me.
And I would not do that again. It hurts like a mother.
Take me. Take me right now.
Let's make a baby!
There's peril, romance, drama, and above all, a non-stop comedy from start to finish. Every second of this movie is well written and meticulously shot to look and feel absolutely perfect and cater to the strengths of the star-studded cast. The final product has been called one of the funniest movies of all time by Empire Magazine, Entertainment Weekly, and Rolling Stone. In fact, Will Ferrell has gone on to say that Ron Burgundy is his favorite role that he's ever acted in. And it shows. But with that being said, if you aren't a Will Ferrell fan, apparently those exist somewhere. You should stay far away from this film because this is Will at his finest. If you want serious Ferrell, go watch Stranger Than Fiction. But if you want him at his pinnacle, I cannot recommend Anchorman highly enough. You're practically guaranteed to laugh watching even after 100 times. And I can say that from firsthand experience. And thankfully a sequel was just announced last week on Conan, so there's more Ron and his awesome antics to go around. Seriously, I don't know why you're still listening to me. Go watch Anchorman right now, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Or at least when Week in Review is done. This is Murphy with your movie review. You stay classy, lacrosse. And here's Edward with this week's weather. But first, here's a look at Campus Insight.
Anything goes for jokes. For this week's Campus Insight, we asked students on campus what their best April Fool's Day pranks were.
So we were making carameled apples, and instead of and somebody was going to come over and enjoy the caramel apples with us, but instead of putting an apple in one of them, put caramel around an onion, and suggested that the person that came over eat that one first, and were unpleasantly surprised, to say the least, when they took the first bites.
What I did for April Fool's was I put on that I was pregnant on Twitter.
In 4th grade, our teachers gave us a field trip slip. And this field trip slip said that we were going to go to Florida for a week and go do all kinds of eco-friendly things and go on the beach. We were getting all excited, and we were reading over the slip, and it looked really legit, like an actual slip that we usually use. And then she had us turn the slip over, and she had us write a few things on back. And then finally she had us write or spell out April Fools, and then we were all mad and all disappointed we weren't going to Florida.
This has been Amanda Venjanovich and Katie Butson on WMCM's Campus Insight, and that's no joke.
Hi, and welcome to the weather. Today is Thursday, and it's going to be partly cloudy with weather looking like temperatures in the mid-50s, but tonight you might need to bundle up because it could get close to freezing in the overnight hours. For tomorrow, it will be partly cloudy with a high in 60, so maybe sunglasses tomorrow. The low will be 42 in the overnight. And for Saturday, this is the day you're going to want to bring your umbrella, so T-showers Saturday. High in 60, so it'll be warm, but might be a little bit rainy. Sunday is going to be high in 61, so it should be pretty temperate. A good way to cap off the weekend. And now here's Mackenzie Wacker with this week's interview.
Thanks, Edward. With all this summery weather here in western Wisconsin, I thought it would be a good idea to shed some light on the Green Bikes program here at UWL. So today we have Nathan Barnhart from the REC, and we're going to talk a little bit about this program. What exactly is your position at the REC?
I am the Assistant Director with Recreational Sports, and I oversee the Outdoor Connection, the climbing wall, and then I also help with our marketing promotions for the department.
Okay, and that includes the Green Bike program?
It includes.
How exactly did you get involved with the Green Bike program? Besides just, was it always a part of your job, or was it a personal interest that you had?
No, the Green Bike program started in 2006, and it was started by the Environmental Council and some volunteers. And what they did was they got bikes donated, about 100. They fixed them up, they painted them green, they named them, and then they set them loose on campus and throughout the community. And we quickly realized that that wasn't a really good plan, because we found them in trees and reports of them being thrown over bridges, returned in disrepair, left in people's front yards. And so we had to come up with a different system. And so the Environmental Council approached the Outdoor Connection to help manage the maintenance and operation of the Green Bike program. So about 5 years ago, we took over that and have been doing it ever since.
So what exactly, how does this program work now instead of just leaving these blank